So just be careful about what you say to the water in front of you. And then you've got Veda Austin. I've listened to her presentations in Santiago and just recently in Lisbon, and she's got a new book out as well describing her work, and she's just showing water certain images or words and getting beautiful patterns or forms being formed. So they do this by freezing the water down to about 4 degrees. So Veda Austin is just doing this in her kitchen in the freezer. So water in its structured state, so that image on the top left there is what water looks like that's coming out of most people's taps. It has no structure. But water is always trying to get back to its most structured form. So it's attempting all the time. We know just by experiments, you can expose water to gems and crystals and sunlight and the spoken word or whatever, and it'll take on some crystal form, which I call a basic form. But then you can take water to a much higher level of consciousness in what I call a complex. But also it can be either temporary or permanent. And what I've worked out is how to make it permanent. There's only 2 things that I know through experiment that actually destroy negative charge in water. And if you've got these in your home, I'll tell you what to do with them. So one is a microwave, and the other is reverse osmosis. They will both send water back to dead. My wife and I put our microwave in the boot of the car in 1982, and it's buried in the tip somewhere. I haven't had one since. For example, water can be temporarily structured through exposure to frequencies, like 432, gems, sunlight, vortex actions, words, gratitude, those sorts of things. On the other hand, structured water with a permanent negative charge can be enhanced to a much higher level of consciousness, and that's what I've been working on. That's where my research work is now, because I know that my devices will permanently entrain beneficial frequencies. And that's been proven through experiments we're now doing in Germany.